I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, it's a party. Got our party lights going. What's up, everybody? We in here jamming with our lights going and everything, because you know what time it is. It's time for the Black Ink Crew Chicago review. We are your hosts. I'm your girl, Carmen, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, El Marie.
What's up, y'all?
And we're here to talk about the mid-season finale of Black Ink Crew Chicago, episode 12, season 6. Boy, oh boy, this was a good episode.
It was. I was like, it's my favorite episode, and why did it have to be the finale episode? Like, dang,
right,
y'all.
it's been revving up. This has been a good season, surprisingly.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
I feel like overall it was a decent season, but I felt like this was the best episode this season.
I'm not gonna front. Like, I'm missing the presence of Nine Mag. I want
I
this
think
show
that's
to
what
be
it was
about
for
Nine
me.
Mag. This was very much so Charmaine's season.
It was.
She had a lot going on, understandably, and we get to see a lot of her drama. It's coming full circle for her. It's, you know, she's getting a little relief from the rumor mill with with Van, who decides to pop his little bald head self back up and get in the mix and stir up some drama a little bit. But I was, you know, I don't know. I was intrigued to see him show up because after he threw Dawn under the bus, I knew there was going to have to be some sort of confrontation there. So I'm excited to talk about that. I'm also excited to talk about Charmaine and her whole Second City drama and this, like, drama with the newspaper article and the
inspection and all of that.
Yeah.
How she just kind of handled everything.
Yeah, and like Jess, like poor Jess. I still feel bad for Jess, so we can just talk about that. Phor, the mystery is over. Phor is not a papa.
He's
can
not
talk
a baby
about that.
daddy.
And Ryan is in the Ryan loved the triangle shape, don't he?
He love it.
He loved the shape of the triangle.
That's his
favorite
shape.
It's the triangle, honey, because he done got Kitty all head over heels in love with him. Meanwhile, it's like, no, let me not put that in Kitty's caboose. Maybe she not head over heels in love with him, but she into him enough where she relocated, and you cannot tell me that they ain't have something to do with Ryan. And you can't tell me. You can't. That's what we here for. We here to talk about it.
Okay.
You can't tell me. But he is still in love with Rachel, like everybody knows.
Yes.
So we get to talk about that too. So before, you know, I sit here and waste all the time on the intro. Let's get into this thing, honey.
Yeah. So what we going with first?
It's coffee in my cup. Can y'all tell? Let's go with Drea.
Okay.
Because the tension between Charmaine and Ryan has already been all over the place ever since last season. You know, not to mention this rumor made stuff worse because she felt like none of her brothers had her back. But low-key, Charmaine has been the person to throw them under the bus at different times throughout the season. So, I don't know. Do you think this is karma for Charmaine? That she had to deal with this without, like, her brothers?
I mean, I guess you can say that, but I don't know. I just didn't look at it as karma, but I kind of was like, well, Charmaine, I understand how you feel. You feel like they should have had your back, and I feel like the extent of that is like, yo, that was kind of like somebody. I have a boyfriend about to be fiance. You're jeopardizing my relationship. You know what I mean? Like that was pretty. That was something really strong to like accuse her of. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
But then on the other hand, because then I have to remember it. I'm like, ooh, but she did kind of insinuate in that paper that Ryan shot up his shop. You know, and like Ryan was saying, he could have gone to jail for that. So that kind of it might hold the same weight. Then you know what I'm saying? So then I guess you can look at it as karma, but. As far as the other ones, I felt like she didn't really do too much to the other ones.
I kind of just threw that out there just because she kind of has been a willing participant in, you know, other people's business being out there. So now it's like it's her turn. You know,
like what I said, when it comes to Ryan, then I don't really know. I don't think she really did too much that was crazy with Phor and Dawn. You know what I mean? To have karma with them. But in comparison to what her and Ryan have been through, possibly,
it's like, ooh, like now you're at the center of this like ugly rumor. You have everything going for you, and it's like it could threaten a lot with you. So I understand why she would be. So, because to me, it's such a petty thing. Like, we all friends and somebody try to say, I was in another room with somebody. I'm like, y'all shut up. Y'all know we ain't do nothing. Like, it's not that deep. So, the fact that it is gotten this deep to the point where, you know.
I guess because that wasn't the reaction. That wasn't the reaction of, y'all know I didn't. It wasn't the reaction. Right. The reaction was like, word?
Right.
Like, that went down?
Right.
And I think that's what got Charmaine over anything, was that, like, y'all was kind of believing it. Y'all was kind of, like, kikiing about it, like, oh, you know, joking about it, instead of, like, stopping it, like, that's not her. Charmaine, like, wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know why, as a viewer, like, if that's your girl, why wouldn't you defend her in that way? Like, why wouldn't, because I feel like no one friend was more responsible than the other for anybody possibly feeding into that rumor, because when they were all asked, they all responded with that same, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It wasn't just Dawn.
Nobody questioned it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a problem. Like, nobody questioned it. Everybody was just like, oh, well, I mean, if it happened.
And
like,
to me, Dawn was the only person who was willing to say what he heard. But Dawn wasn't even there. So that should be a red flag that somebody had to tell Dawn something if Dawn has heard the same rumor that everybody else has heard. And so Van gets checked. I mean, I know I'm all over the place, but this is the drama right now. Van kind of gets checked by Phor when they all find themselves at the table to talk about the situation. Like, Phor, what was said, Van? What was said? What was said?
I like how he stepped in there. Like, something was said. It didn't come out of nowhere, because like you said, Dawn wasn't there. It didn't come out of nowhere. So what was said?
To me, Dawn's reaction, I feel like Dawn was genuinely like, bro, don't lie on me. Did you believe him? Do you believe that Dawn? Well, how do you feel? How you viewing this?
I don't feel like Dawn didn't start the rumor. I think he may have
perpetuated
spreaded the rumor. Meaning, like, somebody, you know, may have came to him. It could have been in-house, like the people that were in Vegas might have been talking about it, and then he took it back to Chicago. He started spreading it, and everybody started talking about it. So I think he kind of like was the one to help spread it more than others. Yeah, because he didn't start it.
He was the only one who said what the rumor was.
Yeah.
Well, he's not playing it. The tension was so thick between him and Van today. I was like, I know they weren't gonna fight, because I know at the end of the day they're bros. I kind of
wanted them to, and not on because it's violent. Because I just like when Dawn,
when Dawn turns into the Hawk.
Yeah,
it's like slightly attractive, huh?
Yep. He was standing up there like, when he calmed down, I was like, no,
oh, he was so chill.
No, don't calm down.
When Van first came over there, he was like, what's on your mind, brother? I was like, okay, he's in control of his emotions right now, but it's obviously he's holding that tension in, honey. It's like, okay, I don't want to go too hard on the married man. You know, he have relationship issues, so let me stay out of that.
And I was like,
but you know, he handled it. He handled it like a man.
He did.
And somebody is lying. Somebody is lying. Is it Phor? Is it Charmaine? Or is it Van? I mean, not Phor. Why do I keep wanting to put Phor in this? Is it Dawn? Is it Charmaine? Or is it Van?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how I get started. I want to like think that it didn't happen, but then it's like, but where did it come from? I don't think it happened, but I don't know why it's started.
Where did it come from? And why was it so serious?
Yeah.
Why was it so serious? Why wasn't it, if all my bros, that's just like, okay, I'm invite all the homies over. We gonna have a sleepover. We gonna cook. We gonna watch movies. Everybody's kicking it, and I end up cuddling with somebody on the couch, and somebody comes in and sees it, and they like, ooh, you messed with such and such last night, and I'd be like, shut up. And I would continuously laugh it off.
No, I get that, but I understand where Charmaine is coming from. When if you feel like that's like somebody should have denied it for you, or like had my back and saying it didn't happen, because that happened to me before. Like a rumor for me. I was in grammar school, middle school, elementary school, for people who don't know what grammar school is. And it was like this rumor came. It came because the girl that it was about, we kind of had a similar name.
Okay. Like,
it wasn't exact, because my name's unique.
Yes.
But it was similar. So my girlfriends were like kind of spreading it, kind of believing it, kind of questioning me about it. And then like this guy, he was like new to our school. He'd only been there for like a year. He was like, no, Lanisha, you can't even pry her mouth open for a kiss. Like, that's not coming from her.
I take care for you. I know you was furious.
Yes. Because it was like, why would you believe that?
Why
you know
would
what I mean?
you believe that?
Why would you like not stop it? Like, nah, that don't really sound like her. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you defend me?
Yeah.
So it's different if it's like, if everybody kikis, laughs it off, and nobody believes it. But when the energy is that you're kind of believing it, that's kind of foul.
Hey, I got an idea for next season. Send them all, like y'all sent everybody to, what they do this year? What show was that they just did the other day? wilding out, send him to Maury Povich.
That lie detector.
Let's see who take off running and do a backstage dive.
Determined.
That was a lie, okay? Well, this whole rumor has been in the middle of this whole brotherhood, sisterhood that Charmaine has with Dawn, Phor, Van, and Ryan, for that matter. And it's caused tension between Ryan because here Ryan is now a competitor in the same business. She decided to hop in Ryan's lane. Mm-hmm. Ryan the whole time feels like Charmaine is gonna what's it called when you implode? Like she was just gonna melt down under the pressure, like, you know. And I think Charmaine feels that Ryan is looking at her like that, which is why she's so intimidated by like him being the next best thing for the people at her shop. Mm-hmm. How you feel about that energy? Like, is it okay for Ryan to be offering? Because in my eyes, Drea is fed up for a good reason. Mm-hmm. She came to work for you. Y'all not good girlfriends. Mm-hmm. This is somebody that you're doing business with. You don't have your stuff together. Yeah. She needs a place to work. Yeah. Non-mag is popping. Like, she made a business move. How you feel about it? I look
at it like Ryan, he wasn't being spiteful. He wasn't trying to steal artists. Even like when the other guy came, like, I need a spot, I need a place.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Come here, because at the end of the day, we are still family. We go through our things, we go through our ups and downs. We are still family, meaning like they may come back to you. I'm not really formally hiring them here so they can go back to you. You can still have your people. If I don't take them and they go elsewhere, they're going to get hired elsewhere. They're going to stay where they go. You know what I'm saying? So like that, like he said with Drea, like I didn't want her to leave. You know what I mean? And Drea's not from there. She'll pack up and leave. You know what I mean? Go back to what, New York?
Right. I believe Ryan too, because his whole energy been real chill this season. He seemed like he been really on some like, I want to resolve my conflicts and not feed into him. And I think as a man, he knew like, I know how this gonna affect her. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the phone call.
Yep. Even like, you know, during that whole thing when they went to the dinner for their friend, like Ryan just kept calm down, wait, let's go sit down and talk about this. You know, always having Charmaine's best interest in mind because she is pregnant. Like, don't get too riled up over this. Like, calm down, you know. So I think it was like, it's just the way he comes off. You know what I mean? Ryan is not like the soft guy. You know what I mean? Even if he's being nice to you, it's going to sound like he's being mean and an asshole. But he's actually being nice and he's being caring.
He's like an aggressive way to, it's very alpha. It's very alpha. Yeah. But I guess that's passion, you know, like he's passionate. I don't know. It just seemed like Neek was in the way of the whole thing last season, and I just felt like Ryan felt like the cat thing. Like, how I'm gonna be your friend and do business with you, and you know, we having problems with you and your man and all this whole. I feel like Ryan felt like the best thing for him to do was step away, not because he didn't care for her, and that's obvious because he's been there for her this season. Yeah. So it was good to see them finally like get to a place where they could talk all of this stuff out. I'm kind of glad Van showed up because it kind of like forced everything to a head because they had to talk about it. Now we have to communicate about whether you did this, Dawn, or not. You know, and Phor stepped up and was like, it's not fair. Like, you were actually there for me, and I know we having a problem, but it bothers me that I can't be there for you. Like, I consider you a real friend, so you shutting me out. You know, he spoke up for himself, and I was proud of him.
Like, that was killing him. Like, just to walk by you and not really talk, not say nothing. You going through something, and I can't be there for you. And like he said, he was just an innocent bystander because I didn't really have anything to do with that. Now, like Charmaine did say, like, but you still kick in, and I can understand how she felt. But I do feel like her energy was a little too harsh towards Phor. But maybe it's like Phor and Dawn are a package deal because they're brothers. But I think it was like she was a little too harsh with Phor. Like, he wasn't really in all that drama as much as the other two with Van and Dawn. So yeah, it was just like, it was a bit much. And like he said, like, you were there for me, and I just wanted to return the favor because we are friends. And I like when Charmaine was like, we aren't as close as we used to be, and Phor just kept saying, but we are. Like, we are. Like, I'm letting you know, like, that we're just this is just a riff. We're just having some trouble right now, but that don't mean we're not close.
Exactly.
So I totally liked that he, like you said, he spoke up for himself.
Yeah, I I totally liked that moment. I just felt like it had to happen because you care enough. You have to somebody has to do something.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna just sit by and watch somebody they care about just fade to black.
And
know?
he still apologized.
Yeah.
Like he was feeling his way. He was feeling hurt, but he still apologized for like, if there was anything that I did, then that's a man. You know what I mean? And that's a person that can just still take accountability. I know something I did hurt you.
Yes.
And I'm sorry for that.
Yes.
You know?
You got a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. Well, I don't know what's going to happen now because I interviewed Don and he kind of spoke briefly on the situation with Van, and people having to like own who they really are. So, he's still alluding that Van is lying. So I don't know if they're going to try to resolve this next season. I don't know if Van is coming back, if this was like Van's gateway back in, but I don't know.
No, I hope they leave it alone.
Because at this point, it would just be, beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
The man of the hour, honey. Well, speaking of Phor, that baby ain't his.
Oh, yeah.
That poor girl.
We have the test results.
And they told her off camera, you could tell.
9% is not your
Zero.
baby.
Let's say zero.
That was unfortunate though. Even though I'm like making a little joke that she was bothered. You make me laugh right now. She was bothered. She was upset and she was sad. Poor little thing.
That girl's mama that's wrong. She wrong.
She's wrong.
She wrong because she used her daughter for 15 seconds of fame to get on this show, knowing that girl don't know who her dad is.
Because she never should have been. If you wanted to come around and say it, if you wanted to show pictures, that girl should have never been around like that for that.
Now you bringing a celebrity. You painting a picture to this girl that her father might be a celebrity. What childless father would not be exuberated at the idea of their father being a man like Phor?
Yeah.
Because not only the Phor seems like look how he embraced her. He just seems like a good guy.
And she was probably getting excited, like, if he is my dad, like, not only does he have this reputation, is he this great person? Well, Phor is a great person. Yeah. But, not only is he, has this limelight on him, but he's showing interest in me.
Yes.
He's showing that he cares about me already, so I can only imagine how this is going to elevate. But then
you articulated that better for me because that's what I'm saying. Like, you bring in this person who's in this light that already has a certain level of attraction, but beyond all of that, he was amazing to her. And Dawn was like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that girl traumatized over. Now she got to deal with the humiliation of everybody knowing that she doesn't know who her dad is and that it ain't Phor still. Yeah. And then, how that makes your mom look. That's a lot for a kid.
Because like we said, the first time she brought the daughter around, like when she first was coming to talk to Phor, like, wow, what are you doing?
Right.
No.
Dawn tried to warn him. Dawn tried to warn him. But maybe, there's something there. Maybe there's a reason that Phor was meant to meet that girl.
Maybe.
Who knows how he'll play into her future.
Yeah, I do appreciate that he still was like, I will still, can be a mentor towards you. Like, I'm not leaving your life just because, these results didn't go the way we may have hoped.
Right.
But yeah, so hopefully that he does stick to that and does kind of, be in her life.
Right.
Because I feel like she was taken to him,
Yeah, like that happened for a reason, but I just feel bad, and I'm just like, that's bad on the mom. That's bad on the mom. She shouldn't have did that. All attention ain't necessary. Like, do more damage than anything. But I'm glad it's out in the open, and now he knows it could be off of his conscience. Like he said, he can't be our dad. Now, he can't. That's a lot, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, at least he went through with it. Last but not least, the man of the hour, Ryan. Baby. Ryan and Miss Kitty. Kitty obviously got feelings for Ryan because she said he don't be acting the same in public. And obviously he wasn't last week when Rachel was in the building at the same time.
Yeah.
Ooh,
or Charmaine's baby shower.
Or
it's like
the
when he's
funeral.
around exes. Because it's not only just with Rachel. When he's around either Rachel or other women he's been with, he gets a little distant.
I get discretion though. Like you don't gotta be all in with everybody and then in public and then right away. I mean, granted you are on a TV show.
I was gonna say I shouldn't feel it, but if you that close to somebody, you gonna feel even if it's small, you'll feel it. So
Ryan a master chess player? Was Kitty a pawn on his chessboard to get Rachel back?
No, I I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
Did he need Rachel to see him moving on so that Rachel could come to the place that she is now? Because now we see that she got a little glimpse. We probably, I don't know in their personal life if she's ever seen him date anybody else, but the TV Ryan and Rachel we know, we've only seen Kat. That's been their only hiccup.
Yeah.
You know, so
that
like
is true. Now that you say it, and then Kat, you know, you could look at Kat different because Kat was the home girl. You know what I mean? So it's like you can see like she's been around. You could see if you know how something could build there, but someone completely kind of new, like Kit is new to their life, even though they may have known each other for years at this point. You're still you're a new chick, you know what I mean? So maybe, like I guess I just didn't think about it like that, but it's a possibility.
You know what? I just threw that in the mix for conversation's sake.
But you know what?
To tell you the truth, but
I feel like it's not on Ryan. I don't think Ryan really did it on purpose.
I don't
but
think
I
he
think
did.
Rachel was like, and then Kit is beautiful. You know what I mean? So here comes this other
Here come Kit.
Here comes competition.
I mean, here come. Yup.
Yep, that's really what
And
it
now
is.
Rachel,
So
now
I don't
you
think it was on Ryan, but it was like Rachel was like, oh.
If it wasn't on Ryan, subconsciously he made the right move. Because it was like, a lot of times people don't know what they missing until it's gone. And I feel like this is the first time Ryan really fully went through with like, I am okay with healing from where I am. And we heard his counselor say today, like, you have to continue moving forward through this process. But I guess he feels like going forward is still going back to Rachel.
Yeah. Even him saying it to Rachel, like, I've got to let this go. Like, I basically got to let go of you. And in turn, because I don't think we've never really, Ryan, as far as TV and Rachel Ryan, we've never seen Ryan say that. It's always him trying to pull Rachel back in. He's never been like, go, I release you, free bird.
I'm wondering if
and I think that triggers something in Rachel, like, whoa, wait a minute, what?
I wonder if that little green-eyed monster tipped in and a little envy popped up. I wonder.
Possibly.
To see Kitty with your man.
Because it was like, oh, you're letting me go and there's another woman. If he had just kind of came to this,
and
oh,
you
I'm
got
in
it on the
therapy,
show?
right? Like, oh, I'm in therapy. I need to let you go. I need to start dating. But it's like, I'm going to let you
she
go.
didn't move.
And I got one on deck already. Rachel was like, oh,
She didn't move to Chicago and everything. You know, Rachel, that eyebrow had to raise. It had to, because she changed her tune quick. She went from, I'm not doing this no more. She started, do you remember where she was at the beginning of the season? I'm not doing this.
But
Come get your baby.
Because Ryan kept pulling and pulling and pulling. But the moment he pushed her off, not, you know, in a bad way, but the moment he released her, she was like, and literally the moment, because it was like not a day later, it was like, wait, what are we doing?
She was like,
what are we doing?
She gagged.
She's like, I think I want what you finally want.
Girl. You know what, but you humbled yourself, Rachel. I'll give you a pat on your back, girl. You humbled yourself because you see your man.
Listen.
He getting his stuff together. He said he wants you, and he's showing you he not playing about the life he wants. It's going to be you or it's going to be somebody else, girl. So make up your mind. If you want him, stop playing.
You know, if he never really was out there like that, or, you know, I don't know. Yeah, because other girls, maybe it didn't seem like that
because
serious.
They're a thing.
But,
I can imagine in Chicago, they're a thing. Like, oh, that's Rachel's Ryan. Oh, that's Ryan's Rachel. I'm sure, and I know she has another child, but I feel like as far as an item is concerned, they're an item. Like, I've heard
Rachel
since
and
high
Ryan.
school, allegedly, they've been an item, you know? So, you know, he
it was like
tested
you didn't hear
against
about
her.
Rachel without hearing about Ryan. Like,
so where I'm confused at is Kitty and Ryan in a relationship? Because when he was talking to his counselor, he was almost like, I knew I had to move on. I got this. This is how I interpreted it. I knew I had to move on. I had this beautiful friend. She's a great companion. But am I ready to give her or start with her what I wanted to start with Rachel? I don't know yet. And she is a good girlfriend. She is a wife. She is somebody I consider would be on that level. So I'm not going to play with her. Which is... You already started playing with her, though.
He did, though. But I think he did, but I think he kind of got to a point where it's like, okay, and I can appreciate this from Ryan, kind of. I can appreciate his mindset. Of feeling like, okay, I may have to also remove myself from her because it is getting a little bit deeper. So if I'm not going to take that step, then I got to pull back.
He handled the whole thing like a man, if you ask me. Like, I'm not even here to play him. I'm just here to talk about, you know, how it happened. But, like... I like the fact that he spoke to her in a very gentle way. He communicated. He didn't deny. Because what I hate is that when people try to make it seem like because we don't have a title that we don't have a relationship. If you and I sit down and relate to each other in a way, be it at work, with friends, with comrades, whatever we are, partners, we are relating in a relationship. And he owned up to that. Like, but is that leading her on? Like, how do you tell one woman, like, we're in a relationship? I don't want to feel like I'm making you feel bad, but then go take off with your baby mama to Mexico.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I liked his mindset at first. But also, we don't know if there was a conversation later with him and Kit, because there was time had passed, you know what I mean? Like, so they show, like, at the end of the episode, they show Ryan and Rachel, you know, off in the sunset in Mexico, which if you watch their stories, that was just like last week. You know what I mean? And so I believe what happened with him and Kit when they were having their conversation, I feel like was months ago. So
should Kit feel played right now?
I feel like there may have been I'm hoping there may have been a conversation, because like we said, Ryan is handling it like a man, so I don't think he would have said all that and then just went and got in Rachel's face and not said anything to Kit.
I wish we had a straight man here, like a
They would just lie.
like a man in here to tell us, because
But everybody doesn't handle it that way.
Is it God?
He would have to be on Ryan's level too.
Because I felt
mentally.
like a little bit how could I say, like, when she started talking about what she had been through at the other shop, and then he kind of joked around and was like, yeah, back then you had a man. And then I was like, were you never eligible to be his girl in the first place? Because of how he met you. You was somebody else's girl. So when he joked around like that, I was like, did he mean for that subliminal thought to come out? Because he basically let her know, like, I'm sorry to be putting through this again on national TV, but I'm gonna sit you down. Like, that's what he did. He sat her down in the night. He let her down easy. You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did you low-key just tell her she was never eligible to be your girl? Low-key? Or am I just watching TV and reading too much into it?
No, I mean, he said it like you had somebody. And he wasn't going to, you know, overstep those boundaries at the time. But now we both in a place where, like, we could see what's up. So that's why I said, like, I think there was probably a conversation in between those two moments where we see him with Kit and we see him with Rachel. But I think he kind of wanted to. I think he was really ready. And and Rachel just
snatched
he got a weakness right there. You know what I mean? He wants a family. He already kind of has a built-in family. If they didn't have children, maybe it would have been easier for him to let go and just focus on Kit. Like, let me start fresh. Let me start something new. But I have the family that I want. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel bad that Kit got caught up being a pawn on this. I don't think that she was like that. I don't think that she was a pawn, but, like, put yourself in Kit's shoes. Like, I wanted to move on to something better. I had my eye on Ryan. Ryan had his eye on me. It's like she was the rebound. She was like technically what she was like. She was like the visual representation of what happens when somebody rebounds with something, whether or not that person is a good prospect for a relationship or not. Like, this was the visual representation of what happens in relationships.
No, I mean it happens sometimes. It happens like that sometimes. I don't think she was a rebound, and I don't think he was trying to play her. I think it was like an honest thing. Like, I am trying to move on, but here's, you know, what I really want, you know what I mean, tugging at me. I was ready to let it go, and now, wait, it done came back. Ooh, pause. Hold on a minute.
But that's what a rebound is, though.
No, a rebound is to like, no, like a rebound is to like purposely to like, not a rebound isn't the I'm ready to move on. Let me try this with you. A rebound is like, I need to get over this person. But I don't think Ryan was like in I need to get over her space. I think it was like, I'm letting her go now. I need to move on, but not like.
I always viewed a rebound as a person that helps you gain yourself back. Like, I feel like you can end up being with the person that you rebound with if they love you, and I feel like you could, but I don't think
you kind of can sometimes. I don't know. I for me, I guess
I'm not a rebounder though. I really don't know that world too well.
Yeah, it's just like different perspectives on the word. So for me, I just would feel like the next person you with after like your bad relationship, and just to get over them, and you probably don't really, you're not that into them like that. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I look at a rebound. You know, everybody may look at it differently. That's why, and because like he has dated since, you know what I'm saying, Rachel. Like I felt like Kit was like a real prospect. So I don't think it was like a rebound thing. I think it was a real prospect. I'm really at a place. I'm gonna let this go. I want to start fresh. I want to move forward. But like I keep saying, then here came Rachel, because she had not been in that position of Ryan letting her go. She was always the one to walk away. So when she felt it, like, wait, I don't have you at my disposal anymore.
Poor Kit.
She got shook.
Well, maybe she's a casualty. That's what she is. That's what she is. She's a casualty of love. Damn, Kit. I just felt bad when I'm like, he ain't mean to do this to you, but damn, you just went through this on TV again. Yeah.
But no, C's was
it
like,
wasn't as bad, but like, damn.
Nah, C's was on some disrespectful stuff towards Kit. Like, you was never my girl.
Right, yeah.
Like, we wasn't, like, even on TV, like, kissing
and
in the
Ryan
mouth and
made
stuff. Don't disrespect me.
Yeah, Ryan made sure, he said, I never want you to feel like I would do you how he did you. I would never want you to feel like that. Yeah. So I was happy that he was like, and
they were communicating, like, I'm making it clear, like, we're going to talk this out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that.
What happens now? What happens now? Well, I guess we gotta wait until next season.
Or wait till New York. It's gonna get juicy. They're doing it's spilling over into New York.
It has to, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, honey. Well, that has been our review, you guys. We cannot wait until the second half of this season to see what's going to happen with Van and Dawn. What happens with Charmaine and Ryan, where their relationship goes, and how that's going to merge. Is Jess even ever coming back? Yeah. Are Charmaine and Jess ever going to get on the same page again? Is Drea gone for good? There are so many questions. But until this season comes back, this has been your review for AfterBuzz TV. I'm your girl, Carmen. You can find me on Instagram at king_karma_.
And you guys can find me on Instagram at elmarietv.
And we'll see you guys next season.
Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect...